A racist judge, epic BlackBerry disasters, po-mofos, antique male prostitutes, and 100 words for a beauty queen's breasts. This is the Bitter 5 for Friday, October 23rd, 2009. Louisiana Justice of the Peace Keith Bardwell, who made headlines last week for refusing to issue a marriage license to an interracial couple, is telling the Associated Press his side of the story.
Everybody hates me. I mean, really. And I don't know why.
I'd like to wager a guess, but before we judge him, he's got a really good reason.
I have one problem with marrying mixed-race marriages, and that is the offspring.
Yeah, offspring like this guy. Associates at Quinn Emanuel were put on notice this week that checking their BlackBerries after hours is not optional. In a passive-aggressive email tirade leaked to Above the Law, partner Bill Urquhart laid the smackdown when he told associates that the only time it's not acceptable to check their BlackBerry on an hourly basis is when they're either, quote, asleep, in court, or in a tunnel. Urquhart sent that email to the entire firm in response to an associate who had dropped the ball by not checking his BlackBerry. I assume the task had been completed. It had not been. In this case, it was no harm, no foul, but I think we can all imagine scenarios when this could be a disaster. Roger that, Urquhart. I think we can all imagine those disaster scenarios. Associates, for the love of God, check your BlackBerries! Who are these people? They're first-year associates at Morrison & Foerster's New York office who are living the good life at $160K a year. These people, however, are first-year associates at Mofo's LA, San Francisco, and DC offices who aren't nearly as fortunate. The firm officially stated this week that starting salaries in offices aside from New York will be slashed to the paltry wage of $145,000. Hang in there, guys. UNICEF's on the way. A gay prostitute testified this week that Pierce County Superior Court Judge Michael Hecht picked him up on Tacoma, Washington's Antique Row and allegedly paid the man for sex and threatened the life of another male prostitute who he had picked up previously. But that's just a smear campaign, says Hecht. He claims he was antique shopping, which we think sounds pretty suspect, so we did some research on what antiquing means in certain subcultures, and here's what the interwebs gave us. We get it. But all the men that have come forward in this case are in their 20s, so you might want to rethink that defense, Judge.
Jello molds and high beam lights, every day I probably use 99 words for boobs.
99 words for boobs indeed. But here's number 100. Lawsuits. In what's become a nasty, ongoing legal battle, this week, officials from the Miss California USA pageant sued dethroned beauty queen Carrie Prejean, demanding that she repay the $5,200 that they gave her for breast implants so she could compete in the Miss USA pageant. If the judge rules that Prejean must repay the pageant, you can expect an onslaught of litigation from any number of augmentation sponsors around the country, which is great news for all you out-of-work litigators in LA, Dallas, New Jersey, and Miami. Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of The Bitter 5. Check out bitterlawyer.com for links to all the stories from this week's episode. I'm Mark Thudium, and we'll see you next time.